Yo ballers, this is Kicks Contest, I am Ljocha Matras Fly White, and today we're gonna test the Jordan JT2. Let's go! Jordan Tatum 2 have a classic lacing system and are very easy to put on. The shoes run perfectly true to size. They do require some break-in time, and here are two reasons why. The first is the upper material, which is pretty stiff out of the box. Well, at least in this colorway. So when I started moving around in the JT2, I felt considerable discomfort at first in the forefoot part. The second reason is the midsole. It is pretty stiff out of the box too, and doesn't have that smooth heel-to-toe transition at first. I felt some heel slippage and they rubbed against my heel because of it when I used them for the first time. This issue went away after a few more runs and overall comfort has gotten better. There are a few holes in the tongue for ventilation, but that's about it. The rest of the upper is dense and solid and isn't breathable at all. JT2 have a file-on midsole with a full-length air strobel for cushioning. At first I was like, damn, this setup is awesome. But when the foam kinda bottomed out a bit, I started feeling some impact in the heel area when landing. The air strobel alone is not enough to provide great impact protection, and the file-on layer is thinner than it should probably be. On the other hand, the court feel in these shoes is great, so these will be a good fit for guards and wing players. At first glance, I was doubting the JT2 traction because of the traction pattern, or rather the lack of thereof, in certain areas of the outsole. And I was slipping here and there when I first wore them to a practice, and I thought, well, that's it, the traction is shit. But that was on a dusty court though. Next morning I was at the same gym, but the floor was clean and the grip was nice. They were biting pretty well on clean hardwood in few other gyms as well. Yes, the traction is not perfect, but I thought it would be way worse. The upper of the JT2 on this colorway is entirely made of textile, reminding denim. I wouldn't say it's functional or premium though. This side panel here is just rubber and is the main eye catcher. It is vibrant and the monochrome print is nice and they look fire in the photos. Nike and Jordan know how to make a cheap set of materials look nice and sell it for a hefty price tag. To be fair, other colorways have different materials, but I can hardly call those premium as well. The assembly quality here leaves much to be desired. Not all the edges are smoothed out, so they start to fluff after some time. This part here on the toe box just looks sloppy, especially when you look at it from the top. And we got this glue stain here. The outsole got a little bit worn out after a couple of weeks, even though I only used them indoors. Each shoe weighs 446 grams or 15.7 ounces for size 12, which is acceptable as per our testing manual. The first thing that caught my eye when it came to safety in the JT2s is that the first model's bugs are fixed now. There is no empty space above lateral outrigger anymore, and that solves the stability issue. The midsole is way more solid, which gives you containment and torsion support, unlike it was in the first model. What the fuck, man? Are you calling these basketball shoes? This is crazy, man. Forefoot lockdown is ensured by these side panels on both sides of the shoe. The only downside is the heel lockdown. The JT2 heel cup is flimsy and it doesn't hold your heel in place during jump stops and hard lateral moves. We can see that some of the first model's bugs were fixed in the second shoe, but the things that were good, they aren't there anymore. Like, for example, the safety got better, but the comfort and traction got worse. As a result, we get the same score, but because the safety is the key component, I can confidently say that Jordan JT2 are better fit for basketball than the first ones. That's why I'm giving them an extra point for fixing the safety. This is it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Put the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're or not. Let me know in the comments what do you think about the Jason Tatum second shoe with Jordan brand, or maybe share your experience if you have one. Find us on Instagram at Kicks Contest World, where we post teasers, first impressions, basketball and sneaker news. This was Kicks Contest, I'm Ljoha Matras Fly White, peace everyone, kushti supchik, pow!